are your championship matches at 152 pounds in Class A. It'll be Steve Jakopovic of Millard South facing Bob Edmonds of Millard North. In Class B, Justin Eidem of Ogallala meets Nick Grubham of Valentine. And in Class C, Joseph Crook of Conestoga takes on Justin Paulk of Wood River. And in Class D, Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud faces Landon Grothe of Winside. Again, some real close matches in Class A. You have the number 4 wrestler against the number 3 wrestler. Same thing in Class C. And in Class D, you have the number 5 against the number 6. A couple of guys who have wrestled very well here at the state tournament. And in Class B, Justin Eidem of Ogallala was a state champion 2 years ago. He was the 3rd place medalist last year and a 3rd place medalist as a freshman. So he has done quite well at the state tournament.
And he's already wrestled Grubham one time this year. He pinned him at the Ogallala Invitational. So he's got experience over Grubham as well. Up in Class A, like you said, Steve Jakopovic of Millard South. Little crosstown rivalry against Bobby Edmonds of Millard North. Again, we talked about Edmonds was the one that stopped David Miller's pin streak this year.
Jakopovic had a great match in the semifinals, winning by pin over the number 2 ranked wrestler T.J. Ahrens of Grand Island.
Both the wrestlers in Class A were losing in the semis. Bobby Edmonds came from way back to claim victory, and Steve Jakopovic of Millard South was losing 13-7 when he got the pin at 3:48 into the match. We've got trouble here on the Class C mat. That's Joseph Crook of Conestoga. He's got Justin Paulk of Wood River in trouble early.
Crook, the sophomore, coming in at 30-6 and trying to lock it up, and now it looks like Paulk might be able to wiggle his way loose.
I don't know. He's still got the headlock pretty tight. He's got both arms and the head. And he's got a lot of time to work with. Still over a minute to go in the first period. Paulk trying to do everything he can to tie up the legs of Crook.
Just not quite able to get the one shoulder over, but he's sure working it, and he still's got about 55 seconds to go. No score in Class B, no score in D. A 2-1 score in Class A with Bob Edmonds of Millard North beating Jakopovic of Millard South.
Even if Justin Paulk was able to get out of this, he's going to have his work cut out for him, because he's going to trail 5-0, and that's got to take a lot of the energy out of you, fighting off your back for close to 2 minutes.
Again, Crook, just a sophomore. Last year as a freshman, he placed 5th. And you'll see less and less underclassmen as we advance through the brackets. You tend to see a lot more seniors and juniors when you get to the heavier weights.
Yeah, that's right. Bobby Edmonds attacking aggressively on the legs of Steve Jakopovic, but unable to finish that time. We've got a takedown in the first period in Class B. Justin Eidem of Ogallala leads 2-0 over Nick Grubham of Valentine.
And Justin Paulk of Wood River survived the first round, but he is behind 5-0. No score yet in Class D. And it's 2-1 in Class A yet, with Bob Edmonds leading Jakopovic.
2-0 in Class B. Justin Eidem still holding the advantage over Nick Grubham. Eidem on bottom.
Again, Eidem tasted the championship medal 2 years ago. 3rd place finish last year, and also as a freshman.
And he's got Nick Grubham in trouble. Justin Eidem of Ogallala in Class B. He's got Nick Grubham of Valentine in trouble, and there's a lot of time left over there as well.
He's locking it up now.
And there it is. Your winner, 2-time state champion, Justin Eidem of Ogallala, with the fall over Nick Grubham of Valentine.
And Eidem defeated the number 1 ranked wrestler, Justin Williams. Now we got more. Let's take a look at Class C again.
Crook had Justin Paulk in trouble again. Had him in the same hold, but Paulk able to get out again. But he's going to fall a little farther behind now. The Crook's score extends to 10-0 in Class C. We've got injury time again in D and injury time in C.
Yeah, Paulk hurt his shoulder in that last move, and trails at 10-0. A lot of time in there. Of course, if he can get to 15-0, that would also be a technical fall.
In Class A, we're just starting into the second period. Bobby Edmonds holding on to a 2-1 lead over Steve Jakopovic of Millard South. Now it's 2-2. Edmonds electing to release him and feels he can do better working on his feet.
Still no score in Class D between Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud and Landon Grothe of Winside.
Landon Grothe, a senior, 24-5, like you said, ranked 6th. Was All-State this year in football, is going to accept a football scholarship to Wayne State.
Lukasiewicz, 30-2. They're both seniors, by the way. And Lukasiewicz had a couple of pins and then had a tough semi last night.
Oh, Bobby Edmonds. A quick throw on Jakopovic, but Jakopovic able to fight through. Still no score. A great scramble in Class A. Score still tied 2-2. No score in all that activity.
So how much of a rivalry is there between Millard North and Millard South?
Well, there always has been quite a bit of rivalry, but now you got to throw Millard West into the mix of it and kind of split it up 3 ways. So I think the rivalry's not quite as strong as what it used to be.
Actually, the score, I think we said 10-0. It's actually 9-0 in Class C, with Joseph Crook of Conestoga leading Justin Paulk of Wood River, with 1:04 yet to go in the second period. Still no score in Class D between Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud and Landon Grothe of Winside. Time running out here in the first period, so we'll go to the second period, 0-0 in Class D. Again in Class B, Justin Eidem of Ogallala got a pin over Nick Grubham of Valentine at the very quick fashion. And Steve Jakopovic of Millard South is the foster son of Doug Dinson, the coach of Millard South. He was a Metro champ this year. Him and Bobby Edmonds, like I said, have faced each other twice, and they've split. So what a great time to settle that rivalry in the state finals. And tied at 2-2. That can't get much more even than those two are. And we still have a 0-0 situation as we enter the second period in Class D. And trying to fight out of there was Landon Grothe, or excuse me, Matt Lukasiewicz is on the bottom. It's Grothe on top. Grothe doing everything he can just to hold on in that match, and he decides to let him go. 1-0 lead now for Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud in Class D. Still 2-2 in Class A between Steve Jakopovic of Millard South and Bobby Edmonds of Millard North. And now a reversal for Justin Paulk of Wood River, able to score a couple of points to make it 9-2 in Class C. Paulk trailing Joseph Crook of Conestoga. Don't count Justin Paulk out, though. He's 36-2 this year, 24 pins. Has not had a pin here at the state tourney, but certainly has that capability. But he's still having a little problem with that shoulder. But you know, he's a senior. Crook is a sophomore. Might give him a chance here in the third period as they get ready for the third period. They're still in the second period in Class D. And 1-0 lead still by Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud over Landon Grothe of Winside. They're in the third period in Class A, tied at 2-2. And I think we'll have a caution now in Class C. And Joseph Crook of Conestoga jumped a little early, so they'll reset him. There's 1-point escape for Bob Edmonds of Millard North in Class A. He now leads 3-2 in the third period. Just a little bit over a minute to go there. In Class D, we remain at 1-0 with Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud leading 1-0 over Landon Grothe of Winside. And right now it looks like Joseph Crook of Conestoga in Class C. And he's going to be reversed. Nice reversal. Did they give him the reversal yet? No points yet. You got a switch and then a re-switch. As Justin Paulk of Wood River trying to get the 2, and he does. It closes it down a little bit to 9-4, but with only 1:13 to go in the third period, he still has his work cut out for him. Bobby Edmonds of Millard North doing everything he can to hold on to his 3-2 lead. Throw attempt by Jakopovic to no avail as they go out of bounds. So they're going to bring him back the middle. 37 seconds to go in Class A. Millard North leading 3-2 over Millard South. And we're going to the third period now in Class D with Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud leading Landon Grothe of Winside just by a 1-0 score. Grothe placed 4th in 1996 at 135 pounds, and Lukasiewicz placed 5th back in 96. There's a takedown by Bobby Edmonds of Millard North.
And that should probably be enough to hold on to the victory. He leads now 5-2 with just 11 seconds remaining.
And a reversal for Joseph Crook at Conestoga in Class C to up his lead now 11-4 with just 18 seconds to go. So it looks like Joseph Crook is going to be a state champion as a sophomore.
We're in the third period now in Class D. Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud holding on to a 1-0 lead. A minute 52 to go. Landon Grothe on bottom. And there's the winner in Class A. Bobby Edmonds of Millard North holds on to a 5-2 victory. And now your winner in Class C. Joseph Crook of Conestoga holds on to win 11-4 over Justin Paulk of Wood River.
We're down to a minute 33 to go in the third period in Class D, as Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud in the gold and red singlet taking on Landon Grothe of Winside with the red and white singlet, and they're now tied 1-1. So we're all tied up in Class D with a minute 12 to go in the match.
No takedown there. They're out of bounds. They're going to go back to middle. We've got a minute 9 remaining. All tied up 1-1 between Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud and Landon Grothe of Winside. They're both seniors.
These guys came in very even, and it looks like it's staying that way. If you look at their careers and everything, it's just been kind of even all the way across, and we're tied at 1-1. It'd almost be fitting if they end up going into overtime.
I don't see why we won't. We've had one just about every other weight, so.
Less than a minute to go now in the third period. Oh. And here comes Lukasiewicz, almost
able to get that near side cradle for the takedown, but they both wrestlers step out of bounds. They're going to stop it and bring it back to the middle. Nice arm drag attempt by Landon Grothe.
Grothe really has some good moves on top, but Lukasiewicz is such a excellent, or the other way around. Lukasiewicz has the great moves, and it's Grothe that has the great counters. Really counters well. Again, we're tied at 1 with 25 seconds to go in the third period. And every time it looks as though Lukasiewicz is going to get the takedown, Grothe finds a way to get his arm around his leg and hold him off.
Unless something spectacular happens here in the last 15 seconds, we're going to have another overtime match. Down to the final 10 seconds.
I do think that Lukasiewicz will have an advantage in the overtime. He appears to be just a little better on his feet, but you never know. And that is the end of the third period, tied at 1, so we go to overtime. And again, virtually no rest. They'll just go right back after it. We're at a 152-pound weight class here at the Nebraska State Championships. I'm Steve Roth. Alongside me, R.J. Needy, enjoying the afternoon where the team champions have been crowned. We're now in overtime in Class D, as it's Landon Grothe of Winside in the red and white singlet facing Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud in the white, gold, and red singlet.
Both wrestlers staying very aggressive here. No one's running.
Again, the first wrestler to get the takedown wins in this 2-minute period. And if there is no score, then they go to a 30-second.
Another arm drag attempt by Landon Grothe. He hasn't been able to finish it, though.
About a minute 28 to go here in the overtime period. And Lukasiewicz just keeps trying, and somehow Grothe, again, with a great counter move.
Minute 19 to go, all tied up 1-1 in overtime. Sudden death overtime. Oh, upper body position, and Landon Grothe, he's pretty fearless. I mean, you're tied up 1-1, and he's trying some moves that I wouldn't try. Working the 2-on-1 arm tie. Grothe just trying to spin around behind. He's got the near side leg.
Plenty of time left.
But Grothe, just overpowering.
49 seconds to go here in the first overtime period. We're still tied at 1. The takedown wins it for either wrestler.
We've had one match go to the double overtime. That was at 130 in Class B between Joe Ledesma and C.J. Nelson.
Down to 34 seconds. Lukasiewicz trying to
25 seconds to go.
There's Lukasiewicz coming around. Yes.
There's the takedown and a state championship for Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud.
Man, what a match between those two. But Lukasiewicz, as we said, finished the move.
Great matchup.
I think that was a case where Lukasiewicz had stayed more aggressive after the takedown the whole period. Grothe, a great counter, just kept countering, but finally Lukasiewicz persistence paid off, and he is the state champion from Red Cloud. He'll finish at 31-2 as a senior. Grothe finishes at 24-6. Exciting match in Class D at 152 pounds. Again, the team champions have been decided. Kearney in Class A, Omaha Scott in Class B, and Class C, Stromsburg, Osceola, and Hebron in Class D. We'd like to know what you think about our coverage of the 1998 Nebraska State High School Wrestling Championships. Call us right now, toll free at 1-800-348-3709, and let us know what you think. Our viewers' comments are important as we strive to bring you the best in statewide sports coverage, and it helps to decide what we televise in the future. Once again, call us right now at 1-800-348-3709 and give us your opinion. Now, here are the results of the championship matches at 152 pounds. In Class A, it was Bob Edmonds of Millard North winning 5-2 over Steve Jakopovic of Millard South. In Class B, Justin Eidem of Ogallala got a pin over Nick Grubham of Valentine. In Class C, Joseph Crook of Conestoga wins 11-4 over Justin Paulk of Wood River. And in Class D, Matt Lukasiewicz of Red Cloud wins in overtime over Landon Grothe of Winside. Now, here are your championship matches at 160 pounds in Class A.